Arsenal, another pre-season. You've been here many times before. Does it feel any different?
Does feel harder, can't lie. It always changes, you know, the game develops more, there's a lot more ideas come in, and new sort of things to do, but overall the whole principle of it is similar. But it's not easy, it's really not. It's just, you got to just blow the cobwebs the way it is. The first week is always going to be the hardest, and then you gradually build your strength and you're back into the flow of things. So that's all it is. I was aching quite a lot after the first day, which is not like me, but you know, it's all about getting ready for the start of the season, and I'm sure we will be.
And of course, having been here a number of years and being a professional for so many years, you know your body better, you can come back. You talk about not pushing yourself too early. That's experience, isn't it?
Yeah, no, certainly. I'm seeing some of the young guys that are 18, just like, you know, they're playing with free spirit and they just run all over the place. Me being 10 years older than these guys, you know, I could do that back then, but I know my limits of the body, and I want to sort of ease myself into it and then get to the right level I want to be at. So you just got to know your strengths, know when to push and when not to, really. That's the main thing.
Theo, you've come back to a squad that has two brand new players, Kolasinac and Lacazette. What do you know about these two players?
To be completely honest, I don't know too much. I don't really follow football too much since the kids, to be fair. When I come here, obviously we'll focus on the football, but when I go back home, it's all about my kids and my family, so I don't really take too much interest in what goes on the outside of it, which sounds bad, but it's just where I am. But knowing you know, they have such a big club, obviously, like I said, a big price tag as well, which always leaves a lot of pressure. That's just the way it is. But he scored so many goals, isn't he? Siad's settled in very well, actually. He's looks like a strong guy, very strong guy. So yeah, I'm sure we have a few good battles in training, you know, him being on the left as well. So but yeah, no, they're settling fine. I haven't really met Lacazette yet, but he'll be fitting into the mould soon, pretty sure.
And just on Lacazette, to continue the theme of having that pace in behind, how much of a weapon is that in a striker?
Pace in the Premier League is the most important for me personally. It's hard because a lot of teams drop back and sit back against us and tight, and there's not as much space in behind, so you've got to find different things, but that's why you've got all these clever players, obviously Meza, etc., to sort of break defensive differently. But yeah, pace is always a threat. You know, when you're counter-attacking, it wins all the time. So yeah, as much pace as we got on this team, we're gonna be okay.
And the thing with Lacazette as well is that conversion of chances. There was an interesting stat: no player in the top 5 leagues had a better conversion of chances. That's a hell of a thing to talk about. You know?
Yeah, like I say, the French league's very physical as well, and he looks like in good nick as well. And obviously knows where the back of the net, as simple as that. You know, he always likes to. It probably reminds me a bit like Defoe, to be honest, who sees the target, shoots, scores. What I've seen of little clips. So yeah, hopefully he can bring those attributes to this team, and you know, like I say, there's loads of competition for places as it's healthy as always. But yeah, no, we're looking strong, and you know, still got quite a few of the guys to come back, and they're going to have to get to the level pretty quickly. But they will.
And you come back into the squad, you see the old faces, the new faces too. It's quite unusual to do business this early in the summer. How encouraging is that as a teammate?
No, that's good. It's you want the guys, when you go on tour, that's when people come out their shells a little bit more as well. Stuff goes on, and that's what you need. You need to get the squad together as quick as you can, get the players in, and then, you know, just mould on these players and work together, and everyone gets to know each other a lot more. So I think it's important to get the